What is going on, beautiful people? My name is BetSam, and this is going to be the underdog opportunity for Tatsuro Taira not taking on Amir Albazi. It is actually now Hyun Song Park, so bear with me as the UFC adjusts to that one, but this is the original poster, so we're still going to run with that to not confuse anybody. Now, listen, guys. For the underdog opportunity, I have two underdogs that I was 100% choosing from, and then a third wildcard underdog that I am still going to talk about, but is not ultimately a consideration. And that underdog is going to be mentioned just after we look back into last week, which is Bogdan Guskov getting it done in round one. He knocked out Nikita Krylov like we said he was going to, but we're not here to gloat. But I do want to know, if you cashed on the Bogdan Guskov underdog opportunity, let me know in the comments. I'd love to know when the community eats on one of my picks. As for the underdogs this week, underdog opportunity consideration, late notice, step in, Hyun Song Park. I love Hyun Song Park. I think this dude's an absolute scrapper. He's a good striker. He's a good grappler. He's a gamer. You can tell that he's, in there to fight. And, if Park was taking on somebody with slightly less caliber wrestling as Tatsuro Taira, I probably would be all over him, especially at these odds. And I did even want to look for a way to play him here, but ultimately, Tatsuro Taira, man, when you rewatch the tape on his grappling, the dude is a bit of a specimen. So Hyun Song Park, heavy consideration, but ultimately no trigger pull from me there, but I did want to still put him in the slide here. Then we also had Trey Sungor. And Trey Sungor, man, I know he's taking on Adolfo Vieira, who is a very good jiu-jitsu player, but Adolfo Vieira is, getting on in age for sure. And if he cannot secure takedowns here, then it's going to be a striking matchup. And Trey Sungor can crack, man. This dude has a lot of power. You can see he's absolutely muscled up. And, I don't know. The youth, the athleticism here, I think that he's a live underdog. Ultimately, I'm not going to take Trey Sungor as the official underdog opportunity. And we are going to go with somebody who I think actually has an even better shot of getting it done, and that is Norah Canoli. And she is taking on, another female striker that is not exactly a finisher. So Norah Canoli, I actually look at her, and you guys might laugh when I say this, but I look at Norah Canoli as kind of like a women's, kind of Bruno Ferreira-esque. She's round one, super aggressive, always hunting for a finish, doesn't mind depleting her gas tank, just looking to put it on you. And, like Bruno Ferreira, I think that she's, reckless, but it kind of works for her because, she is dangerous. So Norah Canoli here in this matchup, or Cornol, I'm probably messing up this last name brutally, but she's going to be the official underdog opportunity. It's a bit of a short video this week, and that's ultimately because I looked at this card, and I know we just had an absolute upset card. There was 7-8 underdogs won last week, but this week, man, I really do think that a lot of the favorites are going to prevail, and that's not an odd suggestion. This is after I've done a deep dive into the tape study. I think you're going to see a lot of favorites parlays coming through this week. I think there's going to be very few upsets. 2 or less underdogs winning. That's going to be my prediction for the card, and I believe that Norah Canoli is absolutely up there to be the number one upset on this card. So give me Norah. I think she wins inside the distance. Give me Norah Canoli, most likely by knockout, but she's been live for the submission as well. And if you want to unlock my bets, my picks, my round line leans, and more, you know the drill. Sign up to wewantpicks.com/betsam for all my bets and many other tools. Code BetSam for 10% off. Sign up today or regret it tomorrow. Link is in the description of this video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for full card predictions and breakdowns.